It's called Under the Horizon because in Chinese mythology, the horizon is where the hereafter starts. If you picture the little boy Alan who so sadly drowned in the Mediterranean Sea when looking for a new horizon, a new future, he must have looked at that future as being the point where his future would start, and eventually it's actually the place where the hereafter started for him.
When I was on tour in Switzerland, I was stunned to learn our tech director adopted refugees. He changed the fate of a 14-year-old refugee who also became a young mother when she arrived in Switzerland. He altered my view of what one person can contribute to society. I would like to do something too. Shadows play different roles in this work. Sometimes they are the souls of the characters. Sometimes they are consciousness, and sometimes they are memories. That's why you see souls pulling themselves away from the characters. You see the shadows splintering when there is internal conflict, and you see beautiful memories becoming shadows of animals on stage.
There are three layers in this performance. One is the human being of flesh and blood. The second one is the shadow of that human being, which you see on the screen. And then the third is a shadow you see on the screen without the human being actually being present. So it takes some time to grasp completely what's going on.
These shadows are not decorations. They are inseparable from the performance and the work. The shadows alone will not be able to complete the story, as the dancers alone will not be the full cycle of the work. I'm a creator who expresses myself through machinery, programming, visuals, sound, and dance. I explore the intersection of art and technology, as seen in my recent work, Huang Yi and KUKA.
He is a true innovator. When I saw his performance of KUKA, where he dances with a one-armed robot, I immediately felt that his physical language matches very well the sound of choral music. The Netherlands Chamber Choir has a vast history. It's one of the best professional chamber choirs in the world, and at the same time, although it has this vast history, we try to always look for new ways to present choral music.
I'm very grateful to have seen the rehearsals of the Netherlands Chamber Choir. I remember how I felt when I first heard their singing emerging from the quiet, and I was so touched. After that, I went back to Taiwan and upgraded all equipment from lighting to a custom-made sound eliminating system. I hope the audience to be touched like I was by their purity.
The audience will get a collage of music, mostly minimal, by composers like David Lang and Arvo Pärt. And the soothing sounds of the voices are like the red thread in this performance. They constantly remind us of our humanity, of our vulnerability.
The choir plays a deeply important role. They begin as a symbol of refugees on the shore. They rise, gather, support each other with beautiful song. When they migrate, they sing as they wanted to gather.
Well, that's the amazing thing about a choir, it can move in space. So we will actually use the full potential of the space of the hall in this performance. So the audience actually can touch the singers at a certain point. The only thing is you cannot touch their shadows. So in terms of dramaturgy, the choir is like the inhabitants of the hereafter. The choir is the refugees. The choir is the condemning masses. They take on different roles.
When I first started this work, I thought Kurokawa would be perfect. Kurokawa's style is very distinctive. It has become iconic in the audiovisual field. Gu-tone detached, the changes in a split second. You never know what will happen next. This is also his first time to combine vocal and dance with his visuals. The explosive electronic sound versus emotional voices of the choir. I'm excited for the sparks from this combination.
For me, Under the Horizon is the craving for true contact, whether it be between a robot and a human being, or being a human being and its shadow. In the work of Yi, they never seem able to completely fuse, and it makes his work incredibly melancholic, tragic, and beautiful at the same time.
Photographers show reality through their lens. I want to show the suffering from the conflicts around the globe. I was so moved by the tech director who adopted refugees. I hope the audience for Under the Horizon can pass on the strength I drew from his selfless action. Let us make this world a better place, even if it's just a little bit.